Few months ago, a Nigerian living abroad reached out to me about one of our properties. Unfortunately, it was sold out. He was a bit hesitant, and I could tell he had been burned before. Turns out, a close friend of his discouraged him from acquiring landed property in Nigeria because of a terrible experience he had. After I took a time to explain the processes to him, he said something. Esther, you have given me peace of mind. Not only did his fears disappear, but he ended up securing another genuine property that I introduced to him, still within his budget. A good number of people have missed out on such opportunities because of experiences they had in the past or that of their loved ones. Yes, your reasons are genuine, they are valid, but you need to stay to the end of this video because here I'll be sharing a few red flags that you need to look out for when you want to secure genuine landed property as a Nigerian living in the diaspora. So today I'll be giving us a few red flags that you need to look out for if you want to invest in genuine properties here in Nigeria. We can also call it real estate scam. Yeah. No physical access to the land. In my previous video, I mentioned that as a client who wants to purchase any property, you have the right and you should be able to inspect the land either physically or virtually. Now, in this kind of situation, you as the client, you want to inspect this property, but you are not given access. You hear reasons like you cannot see the property except you make a deposit. You have to make 50% deposit, 10% deposit of the particular property that you want to buy, or any reason at all that comes around this. When you experience this kind of thing, my brother, my sister, you need to take a walk. Yeah, I said it. Another red flag that you should look out for is if the price is too good to be true. This is where most people fall victim. As Africans, we go for cheaper things. That is cheap doesn't mean that it's genuine. But does it mean we don't have cheap and genuine properties? No. There are cheap and genuine properties. But in this kind of case, one thing that you have to understand is that we have what we call prime locations when it comes to real estate. If the price is too good for the market value of that particular location, I think you need to really take a good look at that. One thing that I know about land is that it can never go below the market price. If it goes below the market price, is either maybe there is promo. Properties that are usually below the market price, some of them are in dispute. So when you find yourself in this kind of situation, so you need to really evaluate it so that you don't fall prey. Another sign that you need to look out for is vague or inconsistent information. The information that you are receiving about this said property is inconsistent. Today, the land is at Shongotedo. Tomorrow is at Ibejuleki. Other when maybe price fluctuations without any notice of appreciation. The size, everything begins to shake. The information, they are no longer what the person told you yesterday. And the information keep changing every day. They are not consistent. When you find yourself in this situation, my brother, my sister, take your time. Another thing is refusal to do due diligence. It is your right. If you find any property that you like, but you still have your fears, or which is normal, so you have every right to do your due diligence. Ask questions. Ask questions around. In a situation that this person that wants to sell this property to you does not want you to do any of that, want you to depend only on the information given to you without you confirming it yourself, it doesn't really end well. That's all I have to say about that. Another red flag that you need to look out for is if now this has to do with real estate company and realtors. If a realtor or the company he or she is working with doesn't have any physical office or an online presence. What do I mean by online presence? You can't find them on Instagram, Facebook, or any of the social medias. There is no proof of past successful transactions. Nothing to show, no project, no development, nothing at all to show that they have actually had good transactions in the past. If you find yourself dealing with this set of people, take a step backward. Like I always say, real estate is very rewarding when you do it rightly. So if you're a Nigerian living in the diaspora and you have fears about securing genuine landed properties, on this page, I'll be bringing you informations that will guide your steps on securing your property in Nigeria. If you have found this video helpful, do well to subscribe, like, and also share this video. You might not need it today, but trust me, someone around you might be in need of this. Thank you so much for staying glued to our channel, and wait for the next episode that will come your way.